think I came to Atlanta and not gon' rap, nigga. I'm in the kitchen with Yayo, he make it slap, nigga. You niggas ain't got no motion and that's a fact, nigga. I drop a few more, I'm blowing, I'm like Iraq, nigga. Whipped up the sack, retired quarterback, nigga. She off the track, can't work her if she flat, nigga. I need her with an apple bottom like a Mac, nigga. 020 moving, I ain't talking about a pack, nigga.
What up, Gringo gang? It's your boy Amigo back at you with another video. And man, in this one, man, I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of motivation, inspiration. We got the homie Cordae. This is a throwback video, you know, I've been wanting to react to for a little minute now, but I just, you know, I've had it in the vault, in the reserves, but I'm pulling it out. I brought it out. And yeah, for all the up and coming artists and you know, dreamers out there, man, like this was a very good TED talk that the young man delivered, you know what I mean? Of course, he's not as young anymore as he was in this video, since, you know, this was dated a few years back, but the information that he's given, the game that he's given in this video is evergreen. So, you know, I had to come and share it with you, and we're gonna talk about it, man, and highlight some of the points that he's making. So this is Cordae, hip-hop artist, amazing lyricist, you know, one of the most dynamic new hip-hop artists that I've, you know, heard in recent times. So I definitely got respect for him, and you know what I mean, I hope you enjoy the wisdom in the game he's about to give. And y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hype the video up, man. Let's get into it, man. Cordae, what you got to say, man?
But I'm here to talk about my mantra and my way of life that has gotten me this far and can hopefully take me a lot further on my journey as I'm just getting started. And that's the high-level mindset. Now, the high-level mindset is a philosophy. It's a wavelength to apply to your everyday thoughts or regimen. The high-level mindset will be of great service to you, especially when things aren't going as planned. Actually, scratch that. How we handle these lifetimes, these trying times, or life testers is what decides a person's destiny. Which brings me to step one of...
All right, so I gotta pause it right there, man, because this is crucial. First of all, the fact that he is giving the game on mindset is elite. That is elite information, because the mind is at the top of the body for a reason. Without the brain, without the mind, everything else shuts down, shuts off. Even if your heart is still beating, if your brain goes away, you're just a bag of bones and blood at that point. So yes, mindset is most important in any endeavor, any aspiration that you have, because no matter what situation you are in physically or emotionally, if you can control what goes on inside of your mind, if you can epiphanize your mind, shout out to me, shout out to Big God up there, you can always get yourself back on track and find a way to overcome any obstacle. Even if you get derailed, delayed, disoriented for any period of time, if you have control and healthy programming of your mindset, it will always redirect you to the right direction that you need to take in life. So yes, this is very important. Y'all make sure y'all tune in, lock in, and let's get into his specially crafted step 1 of this mindset that he's described.
High level mindset. And that's always remain positive, no matter what people or life may throw at you. Now, I'm gonna give you a little, my goal was to graduate high school and to immediately blow up, but that didn't happen.
Facts. I shared the exact same goals. Shout out to Cordae, man. I've been writing music since I was, knee high to a grasshopper, and I had started recording raps in high school, and I was getting support and things like that, and that was a direction I wanted to take my life. Although I did continue on to go directly to college, even in college, I was in the dorm rooms recording every day. The goal was, despite the degree that I'm trying to obtain, I'm hoping that I can blow up in music prior to that happening, so I won't even have to worry about that. But unfortunately, there was a different plan and a different schedule. But yes, you have to remain positive, because once I didn't blow up straight out of high school, just like Cordae, we could have hung it up right there. We could have quit right there. We could have said, hey, music is not for me. Fuck all the years of me writing all them lyrics and all them songs and finding my voice and perfecting my lyricism and building my circle of musician friends and all of the research I've done on the industry. Just throw all that shit away. It didn't work out when I wanted it to work out. So that's the end of the story. Let's give up and go on to something else. I don't think that's remaining positive, big dog. I think that's succumbing to the energy of the outside world. And by the outside world, I mean anything going on outside of here. I think that's succumbing to the energy of that. And trust me, there's going to be millions and thousands and hundreds of people telling you what you're doing is wrong. That's not going to work. It's not looking good. Maybe you should switch up and do this or that. And it's okay to take suggestions. It's okay to, listen to outside wisdom. But at the same time, everybody is on their individual walk for God or whatever they believe in. Everyone is on their individual journey. And if the outside opinions and advice that you're receiving don't align with the purpose and the path that you know is inside of your mind and soul and heart, then you got a decision to make, big dog. Are you going to allow someone else to forge your path, and then you have to live with the results of whatever plan they set for you? Or do you have the courage and the strength that it takes to bet on yourself and what you know that you have a passion and a love for, and believe that with the right amount of faith and effort, you're gonna see results in a matter of time? Which side of the coin do you want to take a chance on? The choice is yours.
So I went to college. And as soon as I went to college, boy, did life hit me hard. What was really the breaking point for me was that I had released a mixtape that I worked on the entire summer, and it had only gotten 200 downloads. Now, my previous 2 mixtapes got 2,000 downloads. So I was not happy with the regression, to say the least.
And that's another thing. We have to make sure that we do not get caught up in chase for validation and recognition, because recognition was one of my buzzwords, was one of my main pursuits in my high school days, in my early college days. I even had tapes that I named recognition because I felt like that was what I was lacking. But the problem with that is recognition, validation, that shit, it's like the tides. It's like the ocean. Sea level. You rise one day, fall the next. Rise one day, fall the next. And you don't want your emotions and your mindset attached to a roller coaster, big dog, because all that is a ticking time bomb to a crash out when things rise too high and dip too low too fast. What you want to do is stay committed to the reason why you're doing what you're doing and the purpose that it's serving in your life. And no matter what the recognition is doing, you remain like this because you're doing what you believe that you love and you were sent here to do. And the outside world has no effect on it. Let's keep it going, man.
Again, this almost pushed me to the brink of quitting and insanity. But the high level mindset made me think, man.
Like I said, not only quitting, insanity. If you're following that wave, it could drive you insane. Quitting would be that'll be the lowest of the consequences of following and chasing behind recognition and validation. The insanity, that's the deep end of the consequences.
These misfortunes are just going to make my triumph story a lot cooler. Not every chapter is going to be perfect, but it's about how it ends. Which brings me to the second step of the high level mindset. Always be intentional with your desires. Know exactly what you want. I encourage you to just write down your goals. Starting off your day with reading your goals and dreams aloud gives you a boost of positive energy. How can you be high level if you don't know what high level is to you? It brings me to the third.
I gotta agree. You gotta know what you want out here. You have to identify. And a lot of the times, you don't really have to identify it. You don't really have to put in effort to know what you love to do, what comes natural to you, what makes you happy. But the identification part comes in when you have 3 or 4 or 5 different influences pulling you this way, that way, this way, that way. You should do this, you should do that. You're good at this, you're good at that. Well, it's only one of you. And we can do multiple things, but there are only so many multiple things that we can do. And there's only so much energy that we can expend at one time. So you have to decide, which direction do you want to give the majority of your energy to? And that's where knowing what you want to do comes into play. because opportunities are endless. There's always a new opportunity knocking every single day. There's always a new direction, a new get rich quick scheme, a new person who has a new vision for you. But you have to understand that at the end of your story, there's only gonna be a couple of things, or maybe one thing, that you really had the ability to make a strong amount of progress and influence and impact in, because you only have so much attention and energy to direct. So are you going to be satisfied with the thing that you directed the majority of your energy and attention to? That's why you got to know what you want to do. Cause I'm stacking like I'm in the game, put them boys to shame. I'm just chasing after M's and I ain't talking about my name. Okay, I'm swearing off a money lane, it's a money train. Niggas acting funny, man, I'm the one to blame. Cause I'm stacking like I'm in the game, put them boys to shame. I'm just chasing after M's and I ain't talking about my name, nigga. It costs dough to shop, ayy. I'm gon' blow a lot, hey. I'm too grown to stop, ayy. Money grow like crops, hey. I'm an alien, you want this work, well pay me then. I'm on Jupiter, you just a homo sapien. Celebrate the win. Sorry, I'm not like your bitch, cause I ain't faking it. You doing basic shit, I need the cake to spin. Feel like a Mexican, the way I'm trying to rake it in. Let's run this play again.
Step of the high level mindset, discipline. But where motivation is low, that's where discipline kicks in. A cheat code to ensure that you're staying disciplined to whatever you're striving for is to prime your environment for success. Your habits are based on your habitat. And the main product of your habitat are the people in your life, which brings me to a very important step of the high level mindset.
Yes, discipline is crucial. Now it is, I gotta say, it's really easy to stay disciplined when you're doing what you want to do, what you love to do, because it just becomes a part of your routine, and you waking up every day just sticking to the routine that makes you happy. But when those different elements come in that are not so enjoyable, that you're not having so much fun with, that's when you start to lack motivation to do something that needs to get done, but it's not your preference. And that's why you need discipline. That's why you have to train yourself to do certain things without thinking, because if you had it your way, you wouldn't have to do the shit at all. And unfortunately, to accomplish certain things in this world, you can't escape doing certain things that you just would prefer not to do, because not only are we here to accomplish our goals and serve ourselves, but to keep the world in harmony and to continue to have opportunities to serve ourselves, we also have to give back and return and serve other people. And that's where doing the things you don't want to do come into play, because you're doing it to benefit someone else, unfortunately, but it's part of the contract that we signed with living life amongst other people. It's just it's the yin and the yang and the give and the take of life that, hey, we can't have one without the other. So it's very important to learn how to keep your goals, your end goals, and your purpose, and your drive, and and the destination that you're trying to get to. It's important to learn how to keep that in the forefront of your mind, so you can always find that energy to execute that discipline that you need to accomplish all of the goals you have. But let's continue.
The fourth step, to be exact: remove all negative people out of your life immediately. Anybody that's semi-doubtful or naysaying, get them out. I had huge expectations for this album, but when it finally released and it wasn't received as well as I hoped, I completely broke down. I did my fasting. I stayed positive. I wrote down my dreams and goals. I was disciplined. I was doing this every day to make sure that this big moment that it was leading up to, that would change the entire world, will go through perfectly. But that didn't happen. And I'm sure he didn't even know it. It's we plan and God laughs. And that made me think, the high-level mindset is not a recipe for perfection, but a commitment to honoring your potential and what you have to offer the world.
It's crucial. I need y'all to hear that. When we make plans and God laughs, man. And get rid of those negative people, because they gonna make plans for you as well, and God gonna laugh. Yeah, man. Negative people, they can't do anything but be a distraction and make you forget why you're doing what you're doing, based on information that they giving you from their life journey that has nothing to do with your life journey. So you got to get rid of that shit. And you also got to get rid of all of your excessive pride that has you believing that you have all of the answers, because it is your life journey. But at the same time, there are forces and interactions and activities happening outside of here that you can't control, which is why when you think you're controlling what's going on outside of here, all this stuff around me, when you think you're controlling that, that's why God is laughing. Because you can only be at one place at one time. You seeing how big the earth is. You see how big Google Maps is. You zoom out this much from your location and you a grain of salt. Don't zoom all the way out to outer space. You damn near don't exist. That's how small you are. But there's somebody else who can be everywhere, just like the air. And that's why he laughed when you think you running the show. Cause that shit funny. that shit hilarious when you think about it like that. But let's finish up, Gringo Gang.
Don't let your small failures make you lose sight of your bigger picture. We only have one life to live. 110 years maximum if you're a health guru and you have great health insurance. The high-level mindset is about doing everything that you put your hands on at the highest level that you're capable of doing.
It don't get simpler than that. Don't let your small failures deter you, Gringo Gang. Everybody gotta fail. Everybody not gonna get everything right. You done shot your shot at something in this life and you failed. I don't care if you asked your mama when you was 4 years old, can you have a cookie? And she said, no, not before you eat your dinner. That was a failure. But all of our failures give us wisdom and lead us up to a greater chance of getting it right the next time, as long as you keep shooting your shot and you don't stop, Gringo Gang. And you gotta put your all into it, man, because unfortunately, as far as we know, now I don't know about everybody else, I still think I'm immortal, but as far as we know, on this plane, on this earthly plane, there may not be no respawns. So in the case that this is our only go round, and excuse that noise, y'all, we got some landscaping going on, excuse all that. In the case that this is our only go round at this life thing, you gotta give it all you got, big dog. Yeah, you gotta go as hard as you possibly can, and not just for the sake of expending all of the energy and life force that you possibly can, not for the sake of that. You gotta go as hard as you possibly can to make sure that when it's all said and done, you're not laying in your last few hours regretting what you could have done, because once that time comes along, it ain't no turning back, Gringo Gang. So hey, shout out to Cordae and the game he gave in this TED Talk, man. I hope y'all picked up the sauce, man. Y'all comment down below, let me know what y'all think about this video, man. Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? Do you got something to add to it? And y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe right now. And Gringo Gang, y'all see, they tried to bring all of the ruckus and the noise to try to keep y'all from getting this game. But if you got the game, it was meant for you to get the game. And I'm gonna catch you in that next one. Yes, sir. Ski.
In they blood, with G in they blood, no longer putting weed in my lungs. The season begun, I'm falling through, just me and the gun. I squeeze and you're done, so keep the beef and things will be fun. Colossal the moves, I know what they can't teach in the schools. Not watching cartoons, don't care about even the news. I'm living my life, I make it work the way that I choose. It's all W's, cause nigga I ain't playing to lose. Cause I'm the big dipper, bad bitch guitar. Got Corona in my dick, I don't sell liquor. I'm a slick nigga, I'm a rich bitter. You don't show up with my chips, I'ma get with ya. I'm a lit nigga, talking shit with ya. Counting money in the flick, it's the big picture. I'm the quick killer, there ain't no trick thriller. I make a movie with your bitch until I hit thriller. Come on, I'm the big nigga, bad bitch guitar. Got Corona in my dick, I don't sell liquor. I'm a slick nigga, I'm a rich bitter. You don't show up with my chips, I'ma get with ya. I'm a lit nigga, talking shit with ya. Counting money in the flick, it's the big picture. I'm the quick killer, there ain't no trick thriller. I make a movie with your bitch until I hit the